congrats on the movie. I thought your performance was fantastic. I'm sure you're hearing that from literally everyone who's talking to you today. It must be a nice day.
Yeah, it always feels good. Thank you.
Yeah, listen, I have a lot of questions about this project, but I am a huge fan of A Prophet. And I just want to sort of start with, did you have any idea when you were making that movie that it was going to turn out to be so special?
I knew that the movie would be a good movie because the director is a great director. I didn't know if I would be able to portray Malik, if I would be able to give what my director wanted from me. But that the movie would become such a hit, no, I didn't expect it.
I completely get it. So jumping into why I get to talk to you today. You've worked with Kevin before, I believe like 10 years ago on The Eagle. And one of the things about Kevin is his history with documentaries. He's a unique filmmaker, always looking for the realism in the moment. Can you sort of talk about what he was like making The Eagle and what he was like making this, and if anything had changed?
I mean, yeah, as you mentioned it, his sense of authenticity is always here. He is very sharp, you know. It's important to him that what we do and what we see is authentic and real. And in The Eagle, it was quite hard for me because I could barely speak English, and I had to master a dead language, which was ancient Gaelic. And we were up Scotland, and every time you want to share something strong with your director so you can just, jump and you'll have a big safety net. And I felt frustrated because I couldn't really have the relationship I wanted to because of because I couldn't really speak English. And this time we made it. We made it. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss twice. So yeah, and the fact that he did many documentaries and movies makes him the perfect director to tell the story. And as an actor, Kevin is a great director, and he's a great person as well. He cares for actors. He is always open to conversations. And someday he came to me saying, the best idea always wins. So I felt, relieved, because the chance you have when you make movies, the luck you have is that you have the right to make mistakes. So we shoot it again. And I trust him 100%. But especially in this movie, I knew that as he's made a lot of documentaries and he's used to shoot genuine feelings and take genuine reactions from real people, I couldn't rely on my habits. And each time I would try something, it had to be authentic. And if it was right, he would tell, okay, that's good. And I would trust him. So we can, you can't rely on our habits when you work with a director this sharp and that's seen that much real people. So it helps you to go beyond your limits.
This had to have been a challenging role. No matter how much you prepared to play this role, it is really, I can only imagine the physicality that went on with this and the pressure of portraying someone who is still alive and basically delivering something that he's going to be happy with while also making a movie. There was, I'm sure, a lot of pressure on you. Did you ever sort of feel that when you were making it, that kind of like the importance of the role?
Yes, of course. I felt it when I read the script, and way more when I met with Muhammadou. I was like, okay, I have a big responsibility. I don't want him to feel bad when he sees the movie. I don't want to disrespect him. I don't want him to feel diminished or in any ways. And I felt that pressure the first days. And at some point, you get used to, I'm going to spend 10 years on shooting movies. So I found my way to work. But the pressure came back when we started to shoot the torture scenes. I was like, how can I know what it's like to be tortured? I can't make it up. So I was trying to touch a sort of truth. And the only way to make it was to get a feel, to get as close as possible to the real conditions of Muhammadou. And I did. I tried. I asked them to put me to shackle me for real, to turn the cell as cold as possible, to spray me with water so I can be very, very cold, to waterboard me, to force feed me, and I went on a very drastic diet to look like him, so I could, reach an authentic place. And strangely, it's a great experience for an actor to fast, because you don't control your emotions; they control you, and all you have to do is to follow, to grab them, and to let them fly you to some emotional feels that you never expected.
I'm sure people loved being around you when you were fasting.
I don't think so.
No,
I was like, ah.
No, I do want to talk about, though, I'm not sure the first time you met Muhammadou, if it was in Cape Town, when he went down there. Can you talk about what it was like meeting Muhammadou for the first time and what you took away from just talking to him? Because his story is so incredible.
Yeah, of course. First time I met him was on Skype. I was shooting The Serpent in Thailand, and I couldn't fly to Mauritania, so we talked on Skype, and it was such a cool moment. I was meeting someone so cool. It was a mix of Muhammad Ali and Nelson Mandela. It was cracking jokes, and at the same time, he's been through a real, very hard, a hard experience, and but it was so funny. It was funny. He was playing music, asking about my family, and I felt like being with a friend of mine. And when I asked him questions about the torture, he's changed. He has literally changed. His face became very sad. You could read the trauma on his face, and I felt bad, embarrassed, so I stopped. And I felt my guts told me at this moment just to listen to this guy and to try to catch the spirit and spend time with him, but not asking him too many questions. And we spent time talking on Skype many times. And when I met him for real in South Africa, when we hugged, I felt like I was meeting again with someone of my family that I haven't seen for years. It was great, moving, and I learned a lot of things from him, from the way he behaved.
I have to stop. I'm just going to say again, fantastic performance and such a great movie. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you so much, Stephen. You too.